Tonight we're at the Fairfield County Infirmary.
It's one of those locations that always gives you something different. You don't know what to expect.
Upstairs was pretty scary, downstairs was pretty scary. What was that?
That was
right
upstairs
behind you.
directly
Yep, that
behind
was
you.
right behind
That
you.
literally sounded like somebody took a step on these stairs. We know you can see it. Thank you.
This is the absolute best.
That's
best
weird.
Set off the music box down at the end of the middle of the hall.
Holy shit. Are you kidding me, dude? That's absolutely insane, though. The first time I was on that staircase was right there.
I don't even know how to explain that.
What is that?
And like people wonder, is this real?
The story of the Fairfield County Infirmary begins in 1828, when a small wooden building was constructed on the property to be used as a poor farm or an almshouse. Basically, this location served people who fell on hard times. If you were homeless, if you struggled with addiction, or if you had a mental illness and couldn't care for yourself, you could come to this location. Also, people could be brought here for a litany of reasons though. If a husband and wife got into an argument and the husband just didn't want to see the wife anymore, he could drop her off and she would be held there against her will. After a while, this place became so overcrowded they had to build the new building that we know of today, the brick building, in 1848. Anyone living in the facility was referred to as an inmate, and they had to work on the property to earn their keep. Conditions in the facility quickly deteriorated and living conditions were not ideal.
The lower two floors of the infirmary would be split up between a men's wing and a women's wing, each consisting of multiple bedrooms, day rooms, and communal bathrooms. On the third floor of each wing was housed the jail cell. Any inmates deemed to be out of control or misbehaving could be locked in here for hours or even days. It is said that at times there were more than 20 people locked into this single room. Now, if the jail cell didn't do its job, inmates would be brought up to the attic, into the area known as the dungeon, where they could be chained to the wall for the same amount of time, days or even weeks, forced to stand. The hooks from these chains are even still in the wall to this day. Just down the hall from the dungeon was an area known as the chicken coop, which is where they housed all of the children of the infirmary, only separated by one thin door between the dungeon, the drunkards, the people with mental illnesses, and any transients that were being housed on the top floor.
During the early 1900s poor farm days, there's one superintendent who stood out as particularly cruel. Floyd Hummel was said to be very strict and overbearing, as he would watch the entire property from the cupola at the top of the building. It is said he would use the cell in the dungeon quite frequently to punish inmates he felt weren't pulling their own weight, or if he felt they were misbehaving while on the property. Inmates feared Hummel and they hated him, but they knew they had no other option but to follow his orders. This all boiled over one day in 1924 when Hummel was walking through the fields. One inmate struck him over the head repeatedly with a metal pipe. Workers at the facility had to step in to save Hummel's life, and word quickly spread throughout the facility that the inmate was saying he was thirsty for blood.
Just a few years later, in 1929, a woman named Jane Householder would suffer a tragic death within the infirmary. She'd been instructed to stay in her room due to an illness, but after a few days, she got bored and she wanted to socialize with the other women on her floor. She headed down to the day room and began to stoke the fire, but to speed up the process, she poured an accelerant onto the flames. This quickly caught Jane's dress on fire and she was fully engulfed. Her screams alerted the nurses who came running in to find Jane standing in the back, covered in flames. They put the fire out, but unfortunately Jane did pass away 9 hours later from these burns. Now, there are many tragic deaths within the infirmary over the years, including a number of people who took their own lives.
The facility would operate as a poor farm all the way until 1985, and it is said that throughout its history there's over 1,000 deaths. Just behind the facility itself, there's a large open field where the graveyard actually sits. All the graves are unmarked except 5, and it's said that there's 1,200 bodies buried back there. A study of the grounds revealed that the coffins are buried vertically, so even in death, the inmates still cannot rest. Adam Kimmel purchased the building in 2019, and then we began conducting paranormal investigations there.
The building has activity on every single floor, but starting out down in the basement near the doctor's office and the morgue, there are reports of disembodied voices, shadow figures, footsteps, and intelligent communication using multiple different devices. Up on the third floor where the jail cells are, the cell has actually been known to open and close on its own, along with full-bodied apparitions and people feeling like they're being watched as they walk up and down the hallway.
On the attic floor, activity takes a slightly darker turn. Visiting guests have reported being attacked, being rushed up on by dark shadows, and feeling a sense of dread. It is believed that Superintendent Hummel still resides in the building, and he spends a lot of his time up here on the attic floor. You guys are about to see what we encountered during our investigation of one of Ohio's most haunted locations. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're at the Fairfield County Infirmary, a location that we've covered previously during the Alone series.
Yeah, this is the location we've been coming to for a handful of years now. Kimmel bought it, I think in 2019. We've been coming here basically since he got it. It's one of those locations that always gives you something different. You don't know what to expect. And it's gonna be interesting to see kind of how they interact with Chris first time out here. So what is your first impression, kind of walking through the building before we start?
First impression, especially since coming from Madison last night, a lot of stairs, a lot of different ways to go, get lost. So that kind of freaks me out a little bit. So that kind of brings my energy up a little bit. But yeah, upstairs was pretty scary. Downstairs was pretty scary. So just looking to see what we see.
Yeah, so I think what we do is we just start up on the top floor, kind of like we did at Madison last night. We'll start on the top, work our way down. We're gonna sprinkle in a couple different solos tonight. One of us is gonna do a solo, maybe both of us, and we'll just kind of see what happens here at Fairfield tonight. I'm excited to finally get back out here. It's a little bit cold, but let's see what we can get tonight.
Yeah, let's get out there.
All right, guys, so we're starting out up here on the top floor, what was known as the dungeon and the chicken coop area. Now, where we are now is kind of like the main room. This is where some of the transients would have stayed, the adults, and behind Dylan over there through the other door is what is known as the chicken coop, where the orphans and the children would have stayed. Off to my left over here is the chains still on the wall, where they would have shackled the people that, couldn't follow the rules and, would house them up here until they began to follow the rules. There was a lot of bad things that happened in this area. It's one of the darker areas of the building's history. So figured we'd start up here. We have the entire floor blanketed with equipment. We have a music box pointing down towards the chicken coop. We have the nope rope, static dome, millimeters, REM pods. We have things everywhere. And we of course have the DR60s if we need to break them out. Yep.
They don't necessarily know what's going on necessarily. Right. And then the people up here who were just abused, they saw a lot of neglect. Yeah. So very dark history up here.
But let's just get into it.
Yeah. So my name's Dylan. We have Steve up here and our friend Chris. This is Chris's first time coming to Fairfield. We spent last night at Madison. They gave us a pretty good night. Are you gonna one-up them?
Because that's one thing Kimmel likes to say too. It almost seems like the buildings get jealous sometimes.
Yeah.
When he spends more time at one location versus the other, the spirits almost have like this, hey, don't forget about us kind of thing.
Right.
Like we're still here too.
Yeah. Which is interesting that they can acknowledge each other,
right. Does it bother you when Adam's not around? If it does, can you make a noise for us? Maybe knock on something, walk around, set off one of the pieces of equipment we have?
Like tapping?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
If you were just making some sort of noise, can you try to be louder? Stomp your feet? All these devices we have set up are for you. We understand it's probably kind of confusing and hard to understand, but most of the time we can't see you and we can't hear you. So if you interact with these devices, we can have a conversation that way. We understand you didn't have a really good life here. You weren't treated well. We hope to tell your story and learn more about you and being here.
Static dome?
Static dome went off?
Static dome went off. It was one color. It was near the stairs. I saw it blink on the staircase and it just went once and then that was it.
That's interesting.
I don't know. It was whatever color's on the opposite side from me. I can't tell from right now, but I just saw it blink like over on the stairs.
Right.
And then that was it. Did you just walk by this right here? Are you over by the staircase? Because so Hummel, the superintendent, would go up the stairs there to the cupola and he had a 360 view of the entire property so he could keep his eye on everybody that was out doing work or in the fields or kind of walking around. So that was kind of his spot to spy on everybody essentially and make sure that, they were following rules.
Gotcha.
Is that name familiar to you? Do you recognize the name Hummel?
Did you like him? Did he treat you well? I heard he was really great.
We've heard you up here before. We've heard you talk. We've heard you whistle. We've seen you. We know you're here.
Actually, just earlier during our live stream, again, if you guys don't follow us on social media, all the links will be down below. Make sure you give us a follow. I heard music up here. I thought it was you guys below us, but you guys were down at base.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. We don't mean any disrespect, but we'd love to have a conversation with you about your life here.
We're friends with Adam, Addie, Becca. We know you know them. There's like a footstep.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell which way it came from.
I thought it was from like down at the end over there.
There's like, I don't know if it's the
subtle
shadow
movement
play
or
or something.
something,
Yeah. Like you said, the shadows are kind of like crazy
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of different movement.
And we're on the top floor, guys, so it's not like car headlights over here.
No.
And it's also,
2:30 in the morning.
yeah. Stacked up,
Oh,
stacked up,
stacked
stacked
up.
up. Again at the stairs.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for setting that off. Can you go all the way around? Let's walk in a circle. It'll light up different colors. We can step back if it's easier for you. We're not trying to intimidate you or scare you or anything like that.
That's kind of wild that it's holding on that.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't do that.
No, it's usually quick, you know?
Yeah.
And that's one of the devices that doesn't go off a lot either.
Right. Can you come towards us? Like step towards me? Here, I'll give you some room. Come on over this way.
This is one of the kids that was up here in the chicken coop. These are all pretty much toys. Oh, it's coming around.
It's starting to come around.
It's coming towards me. Great, you're doing great. Keep coming. The farther you go, the more colors light up. It has all different colors. Can you go to the next one? Come on, keep going. There you go.
There you go.
It's holding at each one, though.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
Super slow, yeah. Again, we don't know how, like, what the time
Right.
is or any of that kind of.
Or how this, like, this is still a newer thing too, right?
Yeah.
Like, so this is like static magnetic field is picking up, static EMF.
Right.
Keep going.
It's so slow and steady.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
And we're not moving, and there's no like carpet up here. There's
Nope.
no, you know what I mean? Like we're not creating a static electricity or static charge or anything.
Right.
You're doing a really great job.
Keep going. There's more colors.
See how it doesn't hurt you? Keep going around.
We understand these devices may be difficult to use, but we appreciate you using them.
Again, it's just a way for you to let us know that you can hear our voice. There you go.
Wow.
Went all the way around.
Like a nice steady, like they're checking it out.
Yep.
Nice
Yeah.
and slow.
Or if it's like a kid, yeah, just like cautiously.
cautiously going around it to see.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was great. Now you see those other lights over there, a little bit farther.
They do the same thing.
All you got to do is walk near them.
They light up different colors. They go to red, yellow, blue.
I'm gonna come over that way, okay? Right here.
That was so cool.
These lights right here on the ground. If you go up to any one of them, they're gonna change colors. And that one down there, the red light, that'll make a noise if you get near it. Kind of like a little song. Can you do that?
We have this device in the doorway of the chicken coop as well. If you're down there somewhere, just walk in front of this doorway right here, this little threshold. This little box that plays a song.
It's really cool.
You said to step in front of it. What was that?
That was on the stairs directly behind me.
You said to step in front of it. What was that?
That was on the stairs directly behind me.
You said to step in front of it. What was that?
That was on the stairs directly
That
behind
was
me.
right behind
That
you.
literally sounded like somebody took a step on these stairs.
Yeah.
Nope. Take a little step back.
That was right behind me.
It was loud. And it's been so quiet.
Yeah, the building, there's no wind tonight. The building's not
Yep.
creaking. It's not popping.
Right.
That was right on those stairs.
Is this Hummel coming down the stairs? Because like you were saying with the time, it could be midday for them.
Yeah.
He's doing his checks.
Yep.
This is Hummel. Make your presence known. Show us how powerful you are. You're supposed to run this place, right?
Yeah, we're doing whatever we want here. You want to put us in our place?
Chris goes flying.
Yeah. Just
Bye, Chris.
see ya. Oh, Fairfield looked crazy from up here, outside.
Again, Whoever's up here, if you were a person that lived here and you were mistreated, we're sorry for what happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you were mistreated here or hurt by Hummel or anybody else, let us know.
We understand it may be difficult to talk about, but we want to tell your story. A lot of people come through here. They want to learn about you and the history of this location.
Is that footsteps?
Like over to the right?
Yeah,
I'm dead
there's
still.
like faint footsteps from over this way.
Yeah. Are you down in the chicken coop? Coming up those back stairs?
You hear that? It's more movement.
Yep, down there though. I heard it back here. Seems like it's all the way down there though.
Are you cautious of us? Are you unsure?
Steve and I have been here before.
Chris is a friend. He's not going to hurt you. We're going to be here for a while tonight. We'd love to talk to you. If you're downstairs, if you're in a different room and you can hear us, let us know. Yell. Slam a door. I was down there.
Down there,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, you can get closer to us. If you can't see us, we're over by the stairs to the cupola. All these devices we have set up are for you.
We're going to be moving throughout the building tonight, talking to everybody that's here. If you're up here and you want to move with us, you can move throughout the building tonight. If you feel more comfortable talking to us somewhere else, that's okay.
If you want one of us to stay up here by ourselves, would that make you feel more comfortable? If you can make a noise, let us know.
It's weird. They seem kind of like cautious.
Yeah.
You can hear them kind of moving around up here. There's
Right.
footsteps here. The footstep that was on that staircase was right there.
Yep.
Right.
This went off.
And that's like a lot of stuff maybe back in there.
Right.
But like back there.
But think about their like lifestyle and like
Yeah.
living here. I'm sure they were cautious of everybody,
Yeah.
right? Like, 'cause at that point, you probably believe everybody's out to get you. Everybody's against you. You know what I mean? Like,
And Hummel being the control freak that he was, how many of his staff members would pretend to be inmates
Right.
to get information? You know what I mean?
Right.
After he was attacked, I'm sure he was paranoid of everybody.
yeah,
And like if he's coming down the stairs up and down, like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
gonna not be near
They're
the
gonna-
stairs.
they're gonna scatter,
So, like,
right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like as far
they probably
away.
tried to avoid him as much as they
Yep.
could,
Right.
Just for their own safety and just make their life easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't want to stick out.
Right. We're gonna move, okay? We're gonna go talk to somebody else. But like I said, if you're not comfortable talking up here and you want to come with us, you can.
If Hummel's up here, one of the staff members are up here, they're trying to keep you quiet, feel free to follow us downstairs.
We're gonna go down one floor, okay? You can come talk to us down there. We're gonna use a couple different things that might make it a little easier for you.
Did you hear that?
No. What'd you hear?
I couldn't tell if there was like a whistle, like a metallic noise. Did you hear that, Chris?
Nope.
No, I didn't hear it. Where'd you sound like
It sounded like it came from down there. It was quick. It was. I don't even know what it was.
No, I didn't hear it.
It was high pitched.
It is so trippy looking down there without any IR or
Yeah.
anything. Like there's just
Because your eyes do adjust, and there's a little bit of
do.
ambient light that comes in through the skylights,
the shadows.
and then
just-
things are moving in and out of the shadows down there.
Like that second set of windows down there, I thought I kept seeing someone like walk back and
move
forth.
back
Yeah,
and forth.
it's
Yeah.
literally just like
It reminds me of Mid-Orange.
yeah, it's just like
down
constant
the hall,
movement.
just like
it could be
moving.
residual. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's just them moving around.
That's what I was thinking too. Like all of this right now could be residual.
Right.
It could be midday for them.
Right. Yep.
You know.
I don't know. Let's move down the floor. You know, they got the jail cell down there. They got all kinds of stuff on that floor. Some pretty good activity. Usually I saw that weird, like shadow light anomaly person thing last year that just kind of disappeared, which was weird.
Right.
So let's go down there. We can try some EVPs, try to make contact that way, see if it's a little easier for them.
Yeah.
And then we can come back up here later, send somebody out by themselves, and see what we can get done.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so we moved down to the jail cell floor. This is the second floor. This place is synonymous with activity because this jail cell is known to slam. Down here, we're going to focus on EVPs. We're going to use the DR60s. We also have the static dome out and the music box as well, pointing down the hallway, and it's already been going off. So that's hopefully a good omen for down here.
Yeah, so last year when we were here for the Alone series, that was a year and a half ago actually. It was
That's crazy,
It was a long time ago. I was down here for my solo while you were handcuffed in the basement.
Yep.
And I remember I was standing right here, and down that long hallway you can see like way past that light, there's another doorway which brings you to another hallway.
Yeah.
I could see something standing there, and for the longest time I thought it was like somehow my shadow from this light,
Right.
like getting casted down there, and I was just looking at it, and it was just standing there. And I was looking at it, and I paid no mind to it. I was going about my normal investigation, and then I looked back, and it was gone. And then I got upset.
Yeah.
It was so weird, because it was like the shadow, but static dome.
It's already going off?
Yep, static dome was
Which
going
one?
off.
Was the one
Towards the wall. It was towards the wall.
There's not a lot of room there, are they?
Yeah. That was weird. But it wasn't like a stereotypical black shadow. It was like this weird, like grayish off-white kind of color. It was really, really weird. And I remember I was like zooming in on the camera, like trying to get it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on there. And then it was not anywhere. And it hurt my feelings because I didn't know where it went.
That's what's so interesting about like apparitions and stuff like that. We don't know which light spectrum they show up on.
Right.
Like sometimes they don't show up in IR, but we
Right.
see them visibly,
Right.
you know?
But then you got to think too, the shadow that we caught at Winchester
Yeah.
showed up on a regular camera.
That was broad daylight.
Right.
Static dome, facing the wall again.
Why are you back there?
There's not a lot of room there. Or maybe that was like a different renovation. Maybe
Yeah.
the wall didn't used to be there.
Yeah.
You know, some sort of residual energy. Yeah.
The wall might not have been there. I mean, that radiator might not have been there. They could have just been standing near the wall.
Or sitting in a chair next to
Yeah.
the wall. That's going faster than
Coming out towards us. It's going way faster than it did
Yeah.
upstairs. Yeah, all the way around already.
Thank you. I don't know how you fit behind the radiator, but that's pretty cool. Can you set off the music box down at the end of the middle of the hall?
Holy shit! That is cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
really cool.
That's what I told you though. When you were downstairs, you had to change out your battery. That was going off.
That was actually really cool.
Thank you so much.
Command.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
All right, sorry we got excited. We're just excited to talk to you. We came all the way from New York.
That shit still blows my mind when
Yeah.
that happens. I don't
Just
understand it.
immediately, you know? That's past coincidence.
Yep.
There's no way.
Like with Madison, with
Yeah.
the door popping
Yeah.
up. We sat there and we tried to debunk it for like 20 minutes.
And it's one of those things, it doesn't matter how long you do it, when that kind of stuff happens, you're like, how?
Always, yep.
Your brain can't wrap its mind, like you can't wrap your mind around it, right?
Are you excited to talk to us? Are you glad that we're here?
If you recognize any of us, can you step in front of that music box again down there? You just did it a second ago. Just lights up and plays a song. What is that? No, down there. It's like tapping.
That's what we heard upstairs too,
Yeah.
though. Actually, that's interesting though. A lot of the times we come here, the activity is focused down in this end.
Yeah.
But we told them upstairs, if you're scared of Hummel, if you're scared of the
Right.
staff, you could follow us down.
Come on down. And
A lot of the activity's been
it's
focused down there. Yeah.
Because again, like the music box hasn't gone off again.
Yeah.
You ask it to, it goes off that immediate second.
Right.
And it hasn't gone off since then.
Can you set off this music box again for us? We'd love to see it go off again. We understand it probably takes a lot of energy and it's probably, are you seeing something at the end?
Yeah.
Down the ramp,
Down,
right?
all the way down the ramp.
Yeah, down the
Under
ramp.
the exit sign, all the way down.
Is it white?
I see movement.
I thought I saw something like swaying back and forth. They look white though.
Dude, did you see me? I was going like
Yeah.
this. Because I was like, is that me?
No, you can definitely tell.
All the way, all
Yeah.
the way down the ramp again.
Yeah, no, that's what I saw.
I can't tell what that is. I saw a head and shoulders. And it literally looked like it was going like this. That's why I was like, okay, did I move weird?
Right.
Because where I am, I have a thin line through the door all the way
Right.
down, and I can see the exit sign that's at the far end down there.
Right.
And it's like right under that. I don't see it now.
No, I saw it for a split second. It looked
Yeah.
like it was rocking back and
That's
forth.
why I was like, is that me? Are you at the end of the hall?
If we just saw you, can you join us down here at this end? Set off this music box down here on your way by. We'd love to have a chat with you. Hear about your life and your experience here.
Or can you walk past the exit sign down there? Try to block it out?
They can block it out. It's on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Be pretty tall.
Yeah.
We gotta think if they're coming up the ramp,
Oh, yeah, true.
it might be, you know what I mean, the angle.
Oh, yeah, the one down there.
Yeah, all the way down. No,
I was thinking
not
the one on the ceiling.
No, not the close one. Because I can like barely see the far one down there.
Yeah.
What?
I know, I keep
You see a light back here?
A light?
Yeah.
hearing like shuffling.
No, I didn't see a light.
Like there's no cars outside.
No.
I thought
you can hear a car when it goes by.
It looked like a flash.
Yeah, no, I didn't even see
I
it.
thought it was like a white flash.
I was looking at my camera, so I didn't see it.
Are you trying to manifest? If you need to, you can use the energy from our devices. Draw as much power as you need to.
We're lost. We don't know where we're supposed to be, where our rooms are. Are we in the right wing? We're not, guys. This is the female wing.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
We have devices that might be able to pick up your voice. We know Kimmel uses them a lot. You might be familiar with them. We're going to ask you a few questions, see if that's easier for you to communicate.
I just saw a shadow down there again.
Down at the end?
Yeah. That one was like a shadow though. Like a dark shadow.
And it's on the right.
Yeah, like right through, you can't see it. Yeah, you have the door blocking you there.
Because I can see like where your light's being cast down there. It's still left,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, you can see,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
talking through the door. I'm
Yeah,
talking.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I see
yeah,
where
yeah.
your shadow is. You're way to the
Yeah,
left.
yeah. All right, let's do some navy base.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to use these little silver boxes. If you walk up to them and speak into them, we should be able to hear your voice, communicate with you directly. You start off with the quiet one.
Yeah, still calling.
So we're going to give you the floor first. We're not going to ask you any questions. You can just come up to either me or Steve. Just tell us what you want us to know, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Are you seeing stuff down there?
I can't tell what it is.
Like movement?
Very faint, because this is carpet.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like very, very light footsteps down there.
Like they're trying to like almost move around quietly.
Right.
Or it could
Cautiously, yeah.
it could be quietly, or it could be an elderly person, you know what I mean? Like somebody dainty. Yeah.
It did sound like that.
Like almost like they're not picking their feet up all the way.
Yeah,
They're kind of like they can't get their feet all the way off the ground. Right.
Yeah.
Like pretty far.
Because I thought I saw, it was like a darker like shadow, like, so the way I'm facing, I can't see the door at the end.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
like the right.
You see the side.
Right.
Yeah.
It looked like someone was just like poking their head around from the left side. It was a couple times. I don't know.
It's wild.
Let's play this back. Nothing's too clear.
Yeah, it's like chattering, but I can't make it out. It sounds far away. It sounds distant, which is making sense because that's where all the stuff's going on is down there.
Yeah,
Again, it could be residual.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just picking up the
100%.
residual, very weak kind of.
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, let's see. What was that? I can't make it out. It's like bum bum bum.
Yeah.
There's like 3-4 words right there, but again, not super clear. Louder,
Right.
closer,
Definitely.
but not super clear on what they were trying to say.
Well, that's what's so interesting too. It's like we were standing 2 feet away from each other,
Right.
but yours is so much more pronounced.
Right.
So it's like, can they pick who they want to talk
Right.
to?
Where they direct it to.
Right.
Directed, yeah.
Why don't we move halfway down the hall?
Yeah.
Right? Like just step halfway down the hall. So we don't go past the music box or anything. Let's not like invade their space if they are trying to be a little bit standoffish from us, if they're trying to be a little bit distant.
Right.
We don't want to make them uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but get a little closer maybe. Maybe they'll be able to interact with us a little better.
Meet them in the middle.
Yeah. Can ask some questions.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep.
We're gonna ask you a few questions now, okay? Same thing, you come up to these devices in our hands, speak as loudly and as clearly as you can so that we know you can hear us, all right? 1, 2, 3. Can you tell me who the superintendent is of this infirmary?
Are you trying to hide from us? You sneak around?
Do we belong in this wing? Are we in the wrong spot?
Whoever we talked to last night at Madison knew who owned the building. Do you know who owns this building?
Can you say one of our names?
Can you tell us what year it is?
One, 2, 3. All right, fire away. Let's see what we got.
See what we got.
Can you tell me who the superintendent is of this infirmary? Are you trying to hide from us? Sneak around? Do we belong in this wing? Are we in the wrong spot? Whoever we talked to last night at Madison knew who owned the building. Do you know who owns this building? Can you say one of our names? Whoever we talked to last night at Madison knew who owned the building. Do you know who owns this building? Can you say one of our names?
Kim.
I hear Adam.
Play that again. It's like Adam Kim Mo.
Who owns the building? Do you know who owns this building?
Kim Mo.
Definitely not as clear as
No.
Madison's. Not as clear as Madison's.
But there.
Do you know who owns this building? Can you say one of our names? Tell us what year it is?
Sounds like there's responses to like everything. It's just chatter.
It's distant. It's
Yeah.
distant. It's quiet. The Kimmel's there, but it's just not as pronounced. It's not as clear.
Can you tell me who the superintendent is of this infirmary? Are you trying to hide from us? Sneak around? Do we belong in this
That's
That's a weird voice.
That's like
Yeah.
a,
of this infirmary? Are you trying to hide from us? Sneak around? Do we belong in the superintendent
different
of this
Yeah.
infirmary? Are you trying to hide from us? Sneak around?
Can't hide?
Do we belong in
I don't know.
Are we in the wrong spot? Whoever we talked to last night at Madison knew who owned the building. Do you know who owns this building? Can you say one of our names? Can you tell us what year it is?
nothing super clear there.
No.
There's that one vocal tone, but nothing super clear.
Yeah.
Standoffish. They're weird.
They're like, thanks.
Yeah.
Man, they're weird.
They're like, you guys are weird.
You guys are standing in the dark talking to yourselves, so who's weird now?
Cold.
We went to Ohio in February.
Guys, just so you know, it's like 25 degrees tonight.
Yeah,
So
and it was last night.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be tomorrow.
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Do you not want to talk to us? Are you nervous? Are you tired?
Because us too. Retweet. But we came all this way to talk to you. More people want to hear your story and understand what happened here. Can you give us a definitive sign that you're here with us tonight? Set off a device, make a loud noise?
I still don't know what those shadows were.
No.
Peeking around. Again, could be cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going
They're
on?
checking on what's going on down the
I don't know
hall.
how like strong our voices are coming
Right,
through either. You know?
right. We always talk about this. What if we're the ghosts? Like, what if they're hearing us? They're maybe they're not dead. Maybe it's a time slip, right? Maybe for some reason our voices are bleeding through, and it's 1913 and it's the middle of the day and they're like, who the hell is talking down there? You know what I mean? Like they don't see anybody in the hallway, so they look out and there's nobody down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we just don't know how it works. It
seems like
it might not be as simple as they died, they're here, we're here now, we're trying to talk to them, and sometimes they don't want to. It might not be that simple.
It's never that simple.
Right.
Well, that's why we do this, huh?
Yeah.
Try to figure it out.
And that's the thing that's so tough about this, right? Like, you can come here tomorrow night and we could do an EVP session in this exact same spot at the exact same time, and we might get crystal clear answers to every single question.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know what's going to work night to night and spot to spot. This room might be active 5 minutes from now, and we might not be up here. This room might be active 2 hours from now, and I hope we're sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't know. We might be in the wrong spot right now for the activity.
That's why it's so hard to base your opinion on a location off of one night.
Right.
Because you could go there and it's absolutely dead, or you could go there and you get thrown down the stairs.
Right. And like, we come here all the time.
Yeah.
There's nights where this place is absolutely nonstop all night.
Last time we were here, they called me poor.
They did. They did say that, and then they laughed at you.
Yeah, they did.
But you know what I mean? Like tonight, they might just be a little standoffish. It might be different people.
Right.
It could be different people we're talking to tonight.
These people we've, for whatever reason.
We've never run into
seen
them.
Yeah.
We've never
The
run
past
into these
few
people.
years.
There's hundreds of years of history here. Over
Right.
150 years or whatever. There's a chance we've never talked to these people before.
Right.
Makes perfect.
We're like, do you remember us? It's like, no, I've never seen you in my life.
I don't know who you are.
Right. Who are you? It's 4 a.m. Why are you here?
Who is Hummel? Who is
Right.
Kimmel? I don't know these people.
None of these people have to do with my timeline.
That's so
It might have anything to do with their timeline. They're like superintendent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amen to that, brother.
That
That's
wasn't here.
crazy, actually.
That
Yeah.
was directly in here.
Is that resonating with you? Are you very confused as to what's going on or why we're here?
I mean, there's literally nothing in this room but a rocking chair.
Yeah. Yo, what if that was the chair like hitting the wall?
Is it weird?
Yeah. Like what is it? What type of noise does it make?
I mean, it almost sounds like the chair creaking. Let's see. That's the wall.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. It wasn't rocking when I looked in,
Yeah.
It wasn't moving. I don't know.
That's interesting.
It was weird. I really don't know what that was. It was directly behind me, though. It was in here for sure.
Yeah. Another layer of it is too, what if Hummel is controlling this place right now and he's like, you can't talk to
He's
them.
still in charge, right? They're
Right.
still afraid of him.
Yep.
They know, okay, at this time I have to be in my room. We can't be doing anything. We have to go to bed.
Right.
Let's move down. Let's go down towards the physician's office. Let's go down towards the morgue.
Yeah.
We'll do an estes down there because we didn't do an estes last time when we filmed here down there.
Right.
We did EVPs and other equipment. So let's throw an estes at them down there. See if that is easier for them to communicate with us tonight
Right.
before we split up and do the solos, because there's a lot of ground to cover here. So we're going to do solos after we do another session. So let's get down there. Let's do another estes and see what we can get.
Yeah, let's do it. Really quick guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you drop down below and give us a like, because if we get 3,000 likes on this video, we're gonna head back to one of the most demonic houses in the entire country, the Hill House, and spend 72 hours there. So guys, drop a like. Let's get back into the video. All right guys, so we moved downstairs into the basement to the doctor's office. I'm gonna do the estes. I'm dripped out in this here comfy. Shout out to our friends over at Seeking Spirits. So I'm gonna try to stay warm here. But we have a couple devices set up as well throughout the basement. You guys are gonna try to interact with whoever we interacted with last time we were here, kind of out near the morgue area.
Yeah, I saw them peeking around the piece of wood out there last time, really creepily. So hopefully we don't see that again, but we're gonna go out there, set up some stuff, see what we can get, and then it'll be time to do some solos. But we figured maybe the SS might be a little easier for them to communicate with us because they've been a little bit quiet tonight, a little standoffish. There's things going on, but it's a little distant. Right. So we're thinking by giving you this space in here, and we'll be out there, maybe they'll be more apt and more likely to come in and talk to him. Yeah. So good luck. He's gonna go under. Let's go out here, show them what we got going on.
Good luck, man.
Got the millimeter right there. We got a millimeter here, and he put the other REM pod down there in that doorway. Obviously, we're doing this session with some lights on, guys. A little change up. If you think you see anything, please let us know, because we're not always staring at the little LCD screen, so we might miss some stuff. So always keep you guys' eyes peeled for us, just in case.
Oh.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, that isn't.
He's gone.
And then we
Addie?
kind of crowded it. Oh. Addie.
Who's walking down here?
Was not me.
No.
Somebody said dad or dead?
Those are two very different things. Dad or dead? Can you step away from that, please, so it stops? Step over here towards us. Thank you.
Mommy, that was really clear. Little kid
Daddy
voice.
and mommy.
Yeah.
So probably dad,
Yeah.
family.
Well, there was orphans upstairs too.
Yep.
But like families would have been housed here. Moms and their kids, if like their husbands passed away, they weren't allowed to own land. They would get
Get
sent
down
out.
from there.
Get down from there.
And this is a physician's office, so
Yeah.
the families would have came
Yeah, yeah.
together,
Well, think about that, right? Mommy, so like
Please don't cry. Weird
down.
voice.
giving the child
Yeah.
advice.
calming them down.
Yep, like it's going to be okay. Trained professional.
Are you seeing a patient right now? I just heard
Don't worry about me.
Was that behind me?
Yeah, I just like a whisper.
That was behind me.
It was 100% behind you.
Yep. Please don't.
Don't worry about me. They said.
Something about leaving. We're leaving or they're leaving.
We're gonna be leaving soon. Are you guys going somewhere now? Wow. Okay. Are you out here with us? This was like a reception check-in desk area too.
Leaving, coming in and out.
Yep. Can you step back so that stops? I gotta do step away a little bit. Thank you. Did you work here?
Are you sick and seeing the doctor?
Really like deep male voice came through. It sounded like it said they're dead.
They're dead. I mean, I feel like if you're that far, like you, but they probably, I mean, where are they gonna go, right? Like if they lived here and it was an almshouse and a poor farm, they weren't gonna send them to a hospital.
No.
This was the hospital.
This is it. This is what they have.
Right, they're dead. And then the morgue is right
Right
over there,
there.
through those doors.
And then, like you said, this is a receptionist area, so maybe
Yep.
they had to process some
Yep.
paperwork
They're dead.
to be like, okay, let's,
Yep. Move them through.
that's kind of sad, actually.
Did somebody just pass away?
If you can see us, can you make this device go off again?
That one goes crazy.
Nuts.
Something's grabbing it.
Nuts.
Okay, so you can see it.
Yeah, so it's intelligent.
And he said healer, I think?
Healer.
Can you step back so that stops completely? All you gotta do is step away a little bit. That was insane.
Thank you for acknowledging.
That's the full EMF.
Yep. I wasn't sure. Maybe we were seeing
Yeah.
residual stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it was just they weren't like
They can see
responding
us.
to us, but they can definitely see
What
us.
if they think we're dead?
Oh, didn't you? Wow.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
Just nailed it, dude.
Dude, that just gave me
So,
chills.
like, wow.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, I'm cold.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but that was crazy. Okay, can you step away from that?
Nailed that.
Okay, can you step away from this one?
Perfect. Nailed it.
Both of them stop.
They think we're dead.
They think we're dead. They think we're the ones that are dead.
That makes sense for why they've been so standoffish.
Yes.
Like if
They're like, this place is haunted.
Like,
That's crazy.
it makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're
not dead.
Don't go. We're not going to go anywhere. It's okay. That's crazy.
Can you talk through our friend Dylan here? We'd like to communicate with you. We don't think we're dead.
Somebody said, what the hell, something.
Yeah, I'd be saying
Yeah.
that too if dead people
Yeah.
were talking to me.
And you acknowledge they are.
Man, this is a very
fine. Yeah.
confusing situation.
Right.
Look, we're not dead. Time.
What if these are
Move on.
other investigators? Right.
Each other.
It could be people in the future. It could be this. This place has been investigated for a long time.
Yep.
What if it was
So many people
What if it was an
forget.
investigator from 3 years ago?
Oh, that was a weird voice. Somebody said, we don't wanna.
We don't want to move on. Or what if we're catching a snippet of a conversation of other investigators talking to the spirits that are here, right? I mean, there's so many possibilities right now of what this could
but
be.
still, like, one thing we definitely know, they can see us.
They can see us. Whoever is here, somebody can see us.
Most likely they think we're dead.
Right.
So maybe we can try to like clear up some of this confusion.
We're not dead in our reality right now.
Are you mad at me?
No.
Not at all. I think there's just a little bit of confusion here.
Yeah, it's okay. We understand that, you may not understand that we're not dead. You might not be dead in your reality. We don't know. Is this place still in operation for you? Is this a functioning infirmary? Is that why you're here?
I smell like a cold breeze.
Oh my! And then
Something moved.
so it went right from him to the.
Somebody walked
device.
through.
Where is he?
Oh my goodness!
Where is he? And it's pinging again.
Oh my goodness!
Are you grabbing that? If you are, can you step back on the count of 3? Okay, it already stepped back. All the way back. 1, 2,
Hurt?
3. So it stops making that noise, please. Step back. Just gotta step away from the table.
Love to talk?
Okay, we're here to talk.
Is this still a doctor's office? We just want to know what you see right now. That might help clear up some of this confusion.
Because we're just as confused as you are. We don't know how this works.
Again, we could still be picking up some
Right.
residual
Only
stuff
up?
too.
Only up? I don't know what that means.
Only upstairs is in
My,
use.
it's like my vision is, or the vision is.
Talking about what do you see right now?
Right.
Just like my vision is. Can you describe what you see right now?
What time of day is it?
Oh, that'd be cool to find that out too, because that's another big
Right.
question. Like,
Can
Is
you
it-
see me?
Can you see me?
we can't see you. That's the thing. We're not dead, but we can't see you. A lot of visual
Right.
stuff here.
But just to confirm, you can see us? If you can see us, can you set off one of these devices again? Either one of them. Or tell...
Oh,
Come on.
so they can see us, man.
Dude, I got
Chills
goosebumps
right
again.
now. And I'm like warm.
Feels like someone keeps like tugging on my mask. I feel it moving.
Yeah, because they're like,
Take him
dude,
out.
Take him out.
take him out. No,
No, not
I
yet.
don't want to. We're actually having some really good conversation here.
Okay, thank you. Can you step back?
Yep.
We
Who
know
do
you can
you-
see us. Thank you. Okay.
This is the absolute best.
That's
best
weird.
assessment. Like we're actually having good communication
like,
with you.
this is cool. Thank you. Here, let's do something else. Can you step away from that one? And can you go back into here quick and set that one off on the table? Just again to confirm that, you know, we're on the same page. So as soon as that one stops behind me, step away from that. Okay,
good.
Can you go in here and set this one off on the table now? It does the same thing. You've been doing it. Again, to confirm that you... Are you kidding me, dude? That's absolutely insane, though. That's absolutely
They can see us.
insane.
Oh my.
Dude, that's actually crazy. That's actually super crazy.
And like people wonder, is this real? Like,
Dude, that is absolutely insane. That actually just gave me such goosebumps again. Like it was like the chill down the neck when that went off.
Are you guys behind me?
no, but there's
can't
plenty
hear
of
us.
people
I
in
don't
there
know why
probably.
I felt like there's footsteps right behind me.
Yeah, probably.
That's insane.
We're having a full-on conversation with people.
If somebody's walking around behind Dylan, can you come out here and set this one off again? Walk past Dylan and come out here and set this one off on the counter. If you or people you're with or people you can see are walking around behind him in that other room, come on out here
Doctor.
and set this one off. Again, just to confirm, you're doing great. If you can't see the people that are walking around behind Dylan, set off the one in the room with him on the table.
Could be 3 different
Right,
timelines going
right.
on here. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
If you don't know who's behind
They're
Dylan,
moving?
they're moving. Okay,
so
maybe
we'll
they
give
are
them a
moving.
couple seconds
Right.
here. They can move.
Right. If you know who it is behind Dylan, set this one off. If you don't know who it is, set that one off. Please. Again, this is just the easiest way for us to communicate right now, it seems.
Because again, we can't see you. I know this is very confusing. We can't see you, but we are talking to you, and you can see us.
It's quieted down a lot.
Okay.
Maybe we're freaking them out a little bit.
Maybe we're freaking him out, or
I mean, we just
maybe
were
there's just
so
that, maybe it's just a
excited.
disconnect, right? Maybe that's just
Yep.
that's as long as it works. Maybe that's as long as we can bleed through to each other.
That was freaking wild.
That was 2 on command with so many things in a row, like 2
Over and over and over.
Right.
I've
right.
never
No.
seen-
So I said, don't talk, female voice.
Okay.
Don't talk. Okay.
All right, we'll be quiet for a second.
Yep. Try to regroup here.
Now they're back out here. Okay.
Okay.
Evil.
We're not evil.
No, we're not evil.
We don't think you're evil.
Hurt people.
Is somebody here hurting people? Is it the doctor? The soup? Okay.
Okay.
Can you step back from that, please? And we can ask you another question.
Doctor.
The doctor.
Doctor. Okay,
The
so
doctor.
again, we could be having someone back
Right.
from that time.
Right.
The second group
Right.
that we could be talking to is another paranormal group
Right.
who knows how to use these
Right.
devices. They're not afraid of it,
Right.
and they're trying to figure out the doctor thing.
This is so confusing.
There's like, if there's
so
three
many
different
layers,
things happening
right.
here,
And now they're saying the doctor's hurting somebody. Thank you for talking
Who's
to
the
us.
friend?
Who's the friend?
I'm new.
This is Chris.
Yep.
Again, Chris, I'm Steve, and that's Dylan in the chair over there. Me and Dylan have been here a bunch of times. You may recognize us, but Chris is just one of our friends. Okay.
Oh, different. Okay.
Again, let's do this one more time. I know this is probably
Reset.
repetitive, just to confirm. Okay, now can you come over here and set this one off? That one just stopped. Can you come out here and set this one off on the counter now? Again, I know it's repetitive, I'm sorry. But just
In
to
our
confirm-
way?
In your way? Okay, we'll step back.
Either us or him.
Yeah. Can you set this one off? You're doing amazing. Just to confirm that you can hear us, and it's the same people we've been talking to. Go ahead and set this device off.
How did you?
What a weird session. Wow. Really, really weird.
Was not prepared for this.
No.
3 different time lapses. Like
Yeah.
what?
His stuff's spot on. This is
This stuff
on
is
cue.
spot on. Too many things are spot on.
Right.
Like
like when it's 20 degrees and we've been in the cold for 7 hours and I'm still getting
Said I couldn't make
chills.
out the first word. It was something time.
time.
Time,
We're
like a
talking about the
time- a
3
time
different
slip,
time
yeah.
slips here.
Everything's bleeding together.
Yep. And then in and out.
Right.
Like right now, everything's pretty
Right.
quiet. Besides,
Right.
they're now
Intent.
to speak to us.
Right. We have good intents.
Our intent is to communicate with you.
Yes, that's it. We mean no harm, we mean no disrespect. You're not in trouble, you don't have to leave.
The best way we can hear you is through our friend Dylan
Or these devices
or
you've been
these
using.
devices.
Get him?
We're gonna get him out in a minute, okay? Because what if it just bleeds through in that split second, and then like it goes back normal, and then it bleeds through again.
There's a
and then,
bunch of
you know,
confusion again. It's like, well,
But that's what we were talking about upstairs. Like maybe we just weren't in the right spot in that exact moment
Exactly.
for it to work.
and if there's 2 groups here and one of them thinks we're dead, again,
Right.
standoffish. Like,
Right.
This just happened to be the right spot.
Right, at this time.
Wow.
That was wild.
Heart is racing. Adrenaline
They're
is.
gonna die?
Nope.
Everybody's going to, eventually.
Prayer won't something.
This could be residual again.
Yeah. Because right down the hall is the funeral parlor too. Prayers,
Yep.
people dying. I mean, we're between the morgue,
Yep.
the funeral parlor. Right there, on the way to the morgue.
Residual again. We're going back through
Right.
this.
It's
same
like a
kind
loop
of flow.
again. Yeah. We're gonna take Dylan out in a minute, okay? Can you step back from that for a second? Thank you.
He's gonna lose it.
We're gonna take Dylan out. Before we take him out, can you say, this is gonna make any sense, but can you say a number? Tell him a number.
Sound like it just said you want something. It was like you want. It said it multiple times.
Like we're always asking this, this, and
Yeah,
this,
which-
this.
Which is one of the things, but
Right.
you just get so excited. Like you want to make sure that we're both on the same.
We're not trying to be demanding. This is just exciting stuff for us. We're trying to figure out how this all works. We're not sure what happens after we pass away.
It's really tough to clear confusion on different time slips.
This is just a way for us to try to get some answers. We're just curious. So again, if you can hear us and you understand what's going on, can you tell Dylan a number, any number in the world? Just have him say a number. Doesn't matter what it is. And then we'll pull him out and we'll leave
Sound like
you.
it said evil again.
This is like residual, I think. Man, we might have lost this.
We might have lost that
Female
one.
voice said,
like,
"Help me."
disconnect.
Help me.
I mean, even just having one
Yeah,
communication's pretty crazy. I think we had 2 there. I think
that was wild.
wild.
That was a solid few minutes of just
That was
nonstop, like
crazy.
intelligence.
Goodness gracious.
Nice and gentle.
Yeah. How's that?
Dude, the craziest session ever.
All right, guys, if you've been enjoying tonight's investigation here at the Fairfield County Infirmary and that absolutely insane estes session we just had, don't forget to drop down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you are notified every single week when we upload a brand new investigation. We've been going to some of the most amazing locations all across the U.S. You're not going to want to miss them. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get into these solos. All right, guys, after that absolutely insane estes session, we're gonna split up and do some solos. Tonight, we're gonna be doing the solos. Chris did them last night at Madison, but tonight, me and you are going back out to do some solos. We're gonna do them the exact same spots we did them for the Alone series. You're going downstairs, right where we just were for the estes, so you can try to, dig a little deeper into whatever that was, and I'm going back up to the jail cell.
So off camera, we just sat for like 30 minutes and they were kind of recapping me as to what happened during the estes, and we just talked theory. So I'm excited to see what I can tap into down there and see if it is like a time slip that we interacted with, and hopefully, whoever's upstairs slams that door for you. That'd be cool.
Hopefully they're a little more, approachable. They come up to me and talk a little bit more. Hopefully they're a little more used to us by now.
Yeah.
We're gonna just focus on EVPs, guys. That's what we're gonna do right now. We're just doing EVP sessions. We're not bringing any other equipment. We're gonna listen for disembodied voices, footsteps, and then really focus on these EVPs. Try to get some direct responses and direct answers before we call it a night. I'm going up, you're going down. We'll meet up in a little bit, and that'll be it.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. All right. At least it's not that far of a walk this time. I just gotta go up one flight of stairs, past the scary bathroom, around another corner, past the hallway where we were seeing all the shadows earlier, past the scary baby in the wheelchair, and we're going back down here to the jail cell. And we'll do some EVPs. All right, so I'm gonna stand like right here, because I got the jail cell here, and then I can see back down that hallway and down the ramp where we were seeing those shadows earlier, and where I saw that weird figure. I don't even want to call it a shadow. It was more of a figure last year when we were here for that Alone series. So I'm kind of in a good spot here where I can see into the jail and I can see all the way down that hallway. So let's get right into it. Let's do some EVPs. I'm gonna start with a quiet one, and we'll see what we can get. So again, I'm back up here. My name is Steve. I was up here a little bit earlier tonight. I'm gonna give you the floor. I'm not gonna ask you any questions right now. I'm gonna count to 3. You come up to this device in my hand, you speak loudly and as clearly as you can. And I should be able to hear whatever message you have for me. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Let's see what they got. All right, here we go. What is that? Does that say let me out? Let me out. Let me out. I'm next to the jail cell. Do you want to be let out of there? You can push that door open if you want. It's not locked. You're able to come out if you want. You don't have to stay in there. Go ahead, push it open. You can come out. Step out in the hallway with me. We can talk. I'm going to open it. I'm going to open that cell so they can come out if they want, and then I'm going to get into these questions. I'm going to ask them a few questions, but first I'm going to open this. So if you want to come out, here we go. It's open. You don't have to stay in there, okay? You can come out. And when you come out, if you want to close it behind you so that I know you're out here, that's okay. You can close that, okay? All right, let's get in. Let's ask them some questions because somebody wanted out and I opened the door, so let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now that I opened the door, will you come out here in the hallway with me? How many of you are in there? Can you guys see me? The people downstairs said they could. One, two, three. Let's see if they had any answers. Here we go.
Now that I open the door, will you come out here in the hallway with me? How many of you are in there?
There's something right there.
Now that I open the door, will you come out here in the hallway with me? How many of you are in there? Can you guys see me? The people downstairs said they could.
It's quiet again. There's not as much there. There's something right at the beginning. It almost sounds like maybe I did when I said, can you come out in the hallway? But nothing super like definite. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it tonight. It's been weird with the EVPs. The estes session was mind blowing. The shadows we were seeing over here earlier, the weird footsteps and knocks up in the attic. It's been a really weird night, but let's get into a couple more EVP sessions before we call it a night. I think I'm gonna do one in the jail cell. I'm gonna step into the jail cell, ask them some more questions. Maybe they didn't come out here yet. So let's get in there, let's ask them some questions, and then I'll come back out here and do another one. So let's head in. I'm gonna come in, okay? Again, my name is Steve. I've been here before. I don't know if you know me or if you recognize me. But I mean you no harm, I mean you no disrespect, you're not in trouble, you don't have to leave, you don't have to stay in this room, the door's open, you don't have to be in here anymore. All I'm here to do is have a conversation with you and ask you a few questions, okay? I have this device in my hand that should be able to record your voice, so I should be able to hear whatever you have to say to me. So if you want, you can come over here, get as close to me as you can, and speak into this device, and I should be able to hear whatever you have to tell me, okay? I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. 1, 2, 3. Is it okay that I'm in here right now? Do you like when people come in this room to talk to you? Can you tell me what year it is for you right now? Is it daytime for you, or is it nighttime? One, two, three. That whole EVP, or the whole estes session downstairs really got me wondering, like, what is going on here? What is going on in general in the paranormal? Like, are we on the same timeline? Did they bleed together? Is it nighttime for them right now? Is it the middle of the day? Is it June? Is it February? I don't know. So that's why I'm asking these questions, to try to dive a little deeper into that. So hopefully they have an answer for me. Let's see what they said.
Is it okay that I'm
Nothing. And whatever those like little things were that were coming through, they sound even more distant. So I think whatever was talking and is still talking up here isn't in here anymore. Like I said, the session before that, it almost sounded like they said I did when I asked if they came out into the hallway. So I'm gonna step back out there for the last session, hopefully get some more clear answers and more clear responses, and then that'll be it for tonight at Fairfield. So let's get out there, let's do this last session and see what we can get. I think for this one, I'm gonna move a little bit down the hallway towards the middle here, to see if that has any better of results. So we'll go right about here, and we'll see what we can get during this last session of the night here. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for talking to us tonight. We're sorry if we've been bothering you. We're just curious. Can you see us all the time? Do you choose when to interact with us? Am I dead to you? Just so I know that you can hear me, before I leave, can you say good night or goodbye? 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we got in this last session.
Thank you for talking to us tonight. We're sorry if we've been bothering you. We're just curious. Can you see us all the time? Do you choose when to interact with us? Am I dead to you? Just so I know that you can hear
What
me.
is that? Hold on.
Do you choose when to interact with us? Am I dead to you? Just so I know that you
What
can hear
is
me
that?
before I leave. Can you say good night or goodbye?
Nothing at the last one there. I can't make out what that voice says right now. It's very, very vocal. It sounds male to me. Hopefully when I get it on the computer, I put my headphones on, I can make it out a little bit different. But what a weird last session. What a weird night here at Fairfield. This place is always different, and that's what I think is so cool about it. We get different stuff every time we come here, and I still don't know what to make of that SS session. We gotta come back, we gotta try it again, but I'm gonna go meet up with Chris and Dylan. We're gonna wrap this up, and that'll be it for Fairfield. So let's do it.
Okay, so I guess as per usual, going back downstairs. So, I don't know, the basement always gives me kind of a weird vibe. Just knowing that the morgue is down here, and this is where I did my alone segment. Right over in that pipe, if you guys remember. If you guys haven't seen that video, definitely go back and watch it. Part of the Alone series, one of the OG things we had in our channel. This pipe right here, that's where I was. So I'm gonna try to see who I can contact down here. The estes was really weird. So at one point I got kind of nervous because on my end I felt like it was wicked quiet, but like I said, we sat there for like a half hour and they just kind of filled me in as to what happened. They said it was absolutely nuts. So hopefully I can make contact with whoever was just down here. All right, so as I was just kind of saying, my name is Dylan. I was just down here and I was doing the estes in the physician's office right here. So I wasn't able to hear or see what was going on with Steve and Chris. I'm down here right now. I'm gonna use the voice recorder, the DR60. I'm gonna try to ask you some questions as to what's going on. I heard that you thought that we were dead, but we're here to see if you are dead. You know what I mean? It's kind of confusing. So this first session, I'm not gonna ask any questions. I'm just gonna give you the floor. Tell me whatever you want me to know, okay? If you speak into this little silver box, it's just a little voice recorder. If you're an investigator, I'm sure you know what it is. Just speak into it, tell me your name, what you're here to do, what year it is, whatever you can tell me, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. See what we got. I keep hearing noises down there. I don't know what's going on. It just sounds like footsteps, like people just walking around. They were saying they were getting kind of like back and forth, like it'd be residual and then it'd be really intelligent. So maybe that's just something like residual going on, you know? Maybe it's like midday for them. I don't know. But let's see what we got. It's like a full sentence. Hold on, right at the beginning, I think I know what it says. Yo, so to me that sounds like it says, hey, I'm a ghost hunter. I don't know, I can't make out the rest of that, but to me it sounds like right at the beginning it says, hey, I'm a ghost hunter. And then it's like a full sentence, which is interesting. That's what they're trying to like fill me in on, but they were mind blown. I'm excited to watch back that SS session because they were absolutely flabbergasted. They said like, that's one of those stories that you're gonna talk about for a while. You know, so I'm excited to see what they experienced during the whole thing, but I guess that EVP lines up with what they just experienced. All right, so you're a ghost hunter, I'm a ghost hunter. We're gonna have to find some middle ground here, okay? Trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Our friend Chris, this is his first time ever coming to the Fairfield County Infirmary. He was absolutely mind blown. Steve as well. Steve and I have been here a lot, but they said this was a very unique experience. So I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions. It works exactly the same way. You did really good with the first one. I'm just gonna ask you some questions. If you could speak into this silver box, we can have a conversation. I'll put it right on this There's a counter right here, right in the center. Okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. Can you tell me what year it is for you? What's your team name? Who owns this building? Who owns the Fairfield County Infirmary? Three, two, one. All right, let's see.
Can you tell me what year it is for you?
Something there.
Can you tell me what year it is for you?
Can't quite make it out.
What's your team name?
Yo, that was a lot clearer. It sounds like it's closer.
What's your team name? Who owns this building? Who owns the Fairfield County Infirmary?
I don't know, not too clear. I thought it said maybe for the team name question, something about Ohio. In the very beginning, it sounds like it says Ohio, but nothing really definitive. Maybe when Steve puts on the headphones, he can make out the EVPs a little bit clearer, but it's just wild to think about, right? We always talk about the time slip theory. So the fact that they had some sort of interaction that validates that is amazing. Like I seriously can't wait to watch back that footage. I'm gonna ask you a few more questions. I'm gonna come back over here, closer to the morgue. Not sure where you are, but if this table right here, this desk, if you can see it, just come over to it. I'm not sure if you can see me, but just follow the sound of my voice, okay? 3, 2, 1. Can you see me? What time is it for you? Do you know who I am? Can you say my name? Three, two, one. I hate having my back to this hallway, so I'm gonna come back over here. Let's see what this said.
Can you see me?
What?
Can you see me? What time is it for you?
It's 3 words, like 3 or 4 words.
Can you see me? What time is it?
Yeah, we can something.
Can you see me? What time is it for you? You know who I am?
Play the back.
What time is it for you? You know who I am?
Say 6 a.m.
What time is it for you? You know who I am? Can you say my name?
That sounds like it says Dylan. That's cool. Okay. So it's like 6 a.m. for me. So that's interesting. Maybe they do follow the same time as us, but for whatever reason, I don't even know how to explain that. Like, what if they do follow the same time as us, but for whatever reason, our energies are strongest at certain points. So we only intersect at certain points. You know what I mean? Like, our timelines only cross. I don't even know, dude. Because we always say as part of our theories, like, what if they're in a different timeline? It's midday for them, right? But what if it's exactly the opposite? What if they fall at the same exact time as us? They just can't interact with us, or we can't interact with them for whatever reason. I don't know, dude. That's weird. Very intelligent, though. That's exactly what they were telling me before I came down here, too. Very intelligent stuff. Mind-bending. You know, it doesn't make sense. It makes you question everything you know. I mean, that's just paranormal investigations in general. You always walk away with way more questions than answers. I'm gonna do one last session, then we're gonna get out of your hair, okay? 3, 2, 1. Can you give me your name? Did you like having the conversation with us tonight? Did it further your research? Can you say good night or goodbye? 3, 2, 1. I recorded for a lot, so I'm excited to see what we got here in this last session. I love coming to these historical locations and trying to find answers to these questions, right? But we're on a time crunch. We have a new location later tonight because, you know, it's 6 in the morning or whatever. We're always on the road, we're always on the move. So sometimes it's just difficult. We'll definitely have to come back and try to have this conversation again. But let's see what they said.
Can you give me your name? Did you like having the conversation with us tonight? Did it further your research?
Say yes.
Did you like having the conversation with us tonight? Did it further your research?
Yes, it did.
Can you say good night or goodbye?
Good night. That's cool. All right. Again, thank you so much. We appreciate you interacting with us. You left us with a lot more questions than answers, like I just said, though. But it's going to be the end of our night here at the Fairfield County Infirmary. All right, guys, with the souls being over, that is a wrap here at our night at the Fairfield County Infirmary.
Another weird one, and like I said, that's the theme that we get at Madison and Fairfield all the time. They're always weird, they're always different, and they always leave you scratching your head like, it's not normal activity at these places. I don't know, that's the session I think is still really what sticks with me from tonight.
Crazy. So you had Madison, where everything kind of like started off real strong
Right.
with B-roll,
Right.
craziness.
Yeah.
And then here, very standoffish,
Right.
very quiet, and then the Estes session happened.
Right.
And my mind is still blown.
Right.
So crazy stuff. I don't get to do this very often, and I'm just like still shaking.
It was wild, and that's
absolutely wild.
We were talking about that too. They're both very cool pieces of evidence for completely different reasons, right? Like the visual of the door opening in Madison is something that you don't ever catch. Like you don't catch that kind of stuff, and that's like the poltergeist of the activity, right? Like something caught on camera that you can't explain.
Right.
But then you get the stuff here, and it dives more into the theories behind things,
Yeah.
right? Like the actual reason that us and a lot of people investigate the paranormal, the why, the how, and what is it?
Like downstairs, I was starting to get kind of deep into the theory, but then my head started to hurt, and
Right.
it's 6 a.m., so I want to go to bed.
Right.
It's just so interesting because we don't know anything about
Right.
this. You know, we think we have theories about it, and
Right.
then we come here, and it's like we are on the same timeline as you.
Everything gets
You're
turned
dead.
upside down.
Yeah. So I don't know. Very weird night overall. I'm excited to see the Estes footage, though.
Yeah.
I want to see your guys' experience, but
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to get back on the road and see what the next location has in store.
Let's do it.